Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to all you guys. Welcome to Big platform. I'm just waiting for the audience to join. So meanwhile, while we start the technical analysis, what we do every day, let me just let you know what's been happening in the markets meanwhile. So after Bitcoin hitting like 125K, which was its all-time high, it's now reached 212, and Ethereum is also like 3,820, and BNB is at 1,235. Only like out of all the cryptos, BNB looks like a little positive. Solana is negative 181.53, XRP is sitting at 2.40. So as we all know, in the recent past, what has actually driven the markets like for a negative, just correct. So as I was saying that recent past has seen Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these, I mean, Ethereum did not see an all-time high recently, of course, but with this US government shutdown and uncertainty in the market, yes, definitely there was a market rally which kind of surged the cryptocurrencies to a good high altogether. So after the profit taking and after all the things that have happened in the recent past, now all of them are sitting negative. So major reason, of course, we all know is like, primarily because of um, the profit taking. After that, the liquidations have happened. That is one thing, obviously. Second thing is like maybe obviously um, the recent announcement by the President Trump, which around 100% tariff on Chinese exports, along with new export controls and software and critical technology. So that actually took the market by a storm. Like, I think in one day, within 24 hours, the kind of liquidations have happened was like crazy. And that announcement actually has rattled the market globally, sparking risk of sentiment in equities and cryptos. And the specter of renewed US China tensions is weighing heavily on investor confidence, like today, especially in growth, tech, semiconductor names, and all. So the traditional markets, they are also sitting negative. Like I can see S&P is like trading at 653.02. It's down by almost 0.87% after hours. And today it's like 2.69 negative. And US equities have sold off sharply. S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow all posted big losses as investors reacted to the tariff news. So, these kind of things have impacted the markets, although it was not in the news at all. Like, will this ever be? Was there anything related to that prior to the news happening? There was nothing in the news, honestly speaking. The tech and AI exposed stocks, they are all under particular pressure with, given their sensitivity to global demand and supply disruption risk. And on the macro front, US inflation, the CPI data release has been delayed because of the ongoing government shutdown. So that's leaving market with a key data point ahead of the upcoming Fed meeting. So there's a meeting that's scheduled for October 28 to 29. So at the moment, there is nothing that's, there, which is like driving the markets in the upward direction. So this recent news, which came up like all of a sudden, definitely it impacted the IMF and the Bank of England. They have warned and elevated valuation, especially in AI and tech stocks, making markets vulnerable to an abrupt correction. So crypto markets are deep in dread today, and they are following the tariff shock. Industry has seen an estimated 19 billion wiped out of it, and Bitcoin has dropped around 8.4% to around 104,782 in between heavy selling and liquidation. So the overall crypto market capitalization is down, falling from highs near 4 trillion to about 3.7 to 3.75 trillion. And centralized exchanges are also seeing some dislocations during panic, like some ETH to USDT pairs. The spreads are widened sharply in this particular scenario, and decentralized finance protocols are maintaining better internal stability. So the next 48 hours will be critical for determining whether it's a temporary flush or start of a longer downturn in crypto. So we need to watch for some key points here. The tariff, geopolitical developments, further escalation or diplomatic de-escalation will strongly influence both equities and crypto. Um, with inflation data being delayed, markets are extra sensitive to any signals from central banks, especially with crypto, where leverage and thin liquidity will amplify moves. Results from major banks and tech firms could either deepen the slide or provide relief. How Bitcoin and major altcoins are holding near key zones will dictate whether a recovery will take fold or not. So these are few, advancements on the crypto currency and the US markets and commodities side. So hopefully, the coming things, the coming events that are very important for all of us in coming few days is like, the upcoming Fed meeting. And if there's any CPI data that gets released, then probably that can also be a significant factor for all of us. So, guys, these are a few things that we need to watch in the market as we head towards it. So, user 845715, welcome to the stream, guys. When you join the sessions, I want you guys to hold on for some time. Like, I don't understand you guys coming, popping, leaving, coming, popping, leaving. Like, I mean, are you guys even coming here to discuss things, or just like, I don't know what exactly is happening here? Anyways, people who are serious, who are like seriously wanting to come here, learn something, and take advantage of these sessions can come discuss their problems and things with us, because we're sitting here for 4 hours a day to help you guys only. And if you guys are not taking any advantage of these sessions, then I would say it's your loss, because all we're trying to do is guide you step by step from the time, like trying to handhold you and spoon feed you in every which way, but yet you still don't want to take advantage of any of these, sessions, then I have no comments on that. That's totally up to you. So as you can see, there is fear and greed index is standing at 30 fear, and market capitalization is standing at 3.75 trillion. So looks like there's huge liquidations that have happened. Like I remember when the rally was going on, it was 4.2 something that the market capitalization was standing at. Even the volume was very good. But here at the current situation, the market capitalization seems like low, but volume seems to be still fine. So, um, what could this mean after a dip? Is there like, accumulation phase that we are into and the markets are basically going for collecting orders, and there would be again a rally that would happen. That's something we will have to keep a watch on it. But nevertheless, whatever be the situation, I think what really matters is like how you take advantage of whatever current markets are, and how you're, going ahead with it. That is what really matters. So I think I'll step back to I don't have much on the news front today. Nothing great on that aspect, but I'll be changing my little settings, and then I'll be starting my technical analysis. Guys, whoever joins, I want you guys to basically, uh, you know, enter into these sessions and trade. And also, I want you guys to I also want you guys to deposit funds so that if you don't have enough balance, then you should recharge and start trading along with me. While I'm doing the technical analysis, let me remind you guys that yeah, so while I'm doing technical analysis, let me remind you guys that there are no uh, while I get any buy sell position, I'll keep sharing it with you guys. If you think you want to take a trade, you're welcome to do so. Mm, So we can clearly see currently right now, RSI is standing at 50. It's like near the neutral zone is what I can see currently. No, not neutral zone. It's at 68, almost nearing the exhaustion level. So somebody who wish to take a sell position from here, you can take a position from here, because at this current stage, buying is strong, selling is weak. So price has the capacity to go further up before it kind of dips back. So traders, they can take their stop, can take their positions from here, while some can wait until it reaches 70 and then start taking position. But if somebody wants to take a position, you can do that too. On my chart also, I will try to plot few things. I know I'm on Ethereum's 1 minute chart. I'll change it to 5 minutes only to keep the uniformity. So as you can see on the 5 minutes chart, currently both 50-day MA, 50 period MA and 200-day MA is like, I think this is, yeah, 200 period is in green color. So obviously it's in the price is above that, which means the 200 period moving average price is running above that. But for the shorter moving average, if we talk about like the 50 candles past 50 days, it's like price is below that moving average. So it's a, you can say it's a short-term downtrend that is being observed, while we can also check this on the 4 hours chart and see how it is. On the 4 hours chart or from the long-term perspective, you can clearly see that price is definitely, below the both the 50 and 200 moving average. So it kind of is in a downtrend still. So, but what really matters here is like whether it's in a downtrend or it's in a positive trend, all we have to do is sit in front of it and basically get some good buy or sell positions, so that even when markets are not doing so great or doing well or not, whatever it is, we should be able to make some kind of profits. That's what we will be trying to do. So let's just see. I'll try to make the blue a little small here. So price is above neutral zones currently, and buying at this current stage is looking strong. So traders who wish to take any trade should wait for the price to further go up and then try taking short positions from this zone. So I can plot this on the chart also while I'm if we want to wait till the previous high, you can always wait there, or you want to start taking profits from this zone also is okay. Now it's to reward. What you want to do is totally up to you. I'm not giving anyone any suggestion. This is risk to reward of 1 year. You want to set a stop loss. That's totally up to you. Try to keep the stop loss as minimal as possible. So the entry point is 3891. Exit point is, I just kept the exit point at 3898. You can try to keep it a little more if you want. I don't know, 3900 or something. Because that might come up as very small. So here is your entry point that I pointed, which is 3891, and I kept your stop loss here 30. So guys, welcome to the stream 38643. Welcome to the stream. Guys, anybody who wants to ask any question, you're welcome to ask and also clarify anything. One very important thing which I want to tell you guys, I know currently price is like reaching the exhaustion zones, but it still has a lot of capacity. Some traders like to take their profits from this zone itself. Some wants to still enhance the levels and then take the trade. But all I can tell you is you can decide on your own what you want to do. It has, yes, definitely, no doubt, it has capacity for going further down. And I told you very clearly, looking at the other indicators too, that price is still strong in this zone. So you might as well wait until you want to exit the position. So uh, while you can start from this zone and try to take exit, but what really will happen in this zone, I'll tell you, because it's still near 60. Whatever minimalistic trade that you're trying to take may or may not obviously influence, like it's obviously the price gets influenced mostly because of heavy buying or heavy selling in that zone, right? So with your small minimalistic trade that you're taking, it might not be possible, but yes, you can see here that from this level you can always start taking trade. I try to keep the stop loss a little higher. I don't know, if you want to lower those levels, you can always do that, but again you need to readjust your position. So for example, even if we are entering into the trade here, maybe if the entry point is around 3900, then you might as well adjust it little. I mean, I don't want you to keep too much of stop loss because I don't want you to lose way too much. It's better you either put the stop loss as minimal as possible, like uh, some has like bigger capacity, some don't, so it's all totally depends. You can keep 1%, 2% less than that, or whatever is your capacity. Coming to the target here, I was trying to keep a target of risk to reward as one over here as the ratio. But I'm a bit not able to adjust this. Welcome, my dear. How to make user 774129 and other one. Welcome to the stream. How to make P2P, guys. This is a Zbit platform. It's a trading platform. Unfortunately, here we don't have P2P. So if you are trading here, then you're trading in the markets directly, and this is where you kind of go and do the trade. So I don't know what P2P trading are you talking about. If you want to do P2P trading, we have separate base altogether where you can go and do that as well. Like it's a cheesy bit platform, but definitely not on Zbit. So like you want to buy fiat and you want to basically move your money to um, like you from your fiat currency, you want to basically buy what do you call USDT, and then buy sell all of that. You can do that as well. So that's a separate platform altogether. P2P, I don't think on this current platform we have that option. I don't know if it gets added at a later time, you never know, but currently we don't have P2P for sure. So yes. So guys, welcome to the stream. Please, if in case you're taking a trade, I want you guys to first deposit to your accounts right now by clicking on the deposit button. Put money into your account, and while we are actually discussing how to trade here or where to take buy or sell positions, I want you guys to utilize this platform for all those things. uh, I'm I will tell you guys very clearly, while I will suggest the buy and sell positions, you also have to understand that the kind of volume that you're trading, the position that you're trading also matters a lot. So in case your money or you're trading with is like just maybe $10, $100, or I don't know, if you take a leverage and you leveraging your position only till $100, like 10x or something, you know that you're taking a very small position. Like there are millions of like when trading is going on, it's like it's happening in millions and millions of dollars here. So your very small position can actually I'm not saying that you can't make profits, but the way the smart traders are making money out there is only because either their volume is very high, or the second thing, which is basically because their the kind of movement, or the kind of movement they capture is very small, and with that very small movement itself, they are able to make some good amount of profits there. So for you guys, if you have to basically take a trade, make sure that you have at least if at least you're taking like with with lowest of the lowest movement that is happening, which is like 125 points or 250 points that we're talking about. You should at least take a position of $1,000. Like that is how you should be. Like maybe if your capital money is $100, then your leverage should be around 10x, so that you can take a position of $1,000, and with around 125 points move, or at least 250 points move, you will be able to make some good amount of profit within next and that also it will be like around maybe 1 hour of time that it will take for you to get onto that position that I'm talking about, because these are the things you guys need to keep in mind. And if you are having like minimal amounts like $5, $10, and you're trying to take $5, $10 leverage, also 5x 10x, you still, after deducting your fees and everything, you will not be able to make any profits out there, or you will not be able to gain a lot. So this is why you have to adjust your play, positions accordingly. I'll show you how you do it. Now, for example, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Probably by listening to what I'm saying, you might have not understood it clearly. But what I'm trying to tell is, like, for example, you have $10, okay, and you are taking 10x of the leverage. So your position is only for $100, and taking $100 position means you have to, you have to. So with $100, basically, you can see that you need a lot of point movement, like around at least to gain $1 profit, you will need a lot of point movement to be able to capture that movement. Whereas if you're talking, if you're talking about $1,000, like if I say that you're putting $100 with a 10x of the leverage, so you have $1,000 position. So in that case, even if, for example, you're buying some crypto at $3, like imagine, let's just hypothetically believe you're buying it at $3. So you were able to buy with $1,000 position, you were able to buy around three something and 33, and imagine like $2 was the piece in it. So you have these number of units which you need for it to make profit. You just need around at least 0.125 movement, so that you can see 998 is what you're gaining, which is basically not even profit. You're still at loss of $2, like after the fees. So now what you need is, you need at least with 331, you still need at least 3.0250, which also will not be still a profitable position for you, honestly speaking. So for $1,000, you at least need, you can see 331 into point, sorry, not point, 3.05. So you need at least 500, or not 500. If I don't talk about 500, then you need at least 3.03. Let me see how much it is. No, that is also not good enough for you, because you have fees on the platform. So you need at least 3.04. I think yes, 3.04 is something. Even if I believe that there is a $2 fees on it, then still you will be ending up with the least amount as 1004. So now you understood, right? So imagine you just have $10. Now you don't, $10 is what you have, and you want to leverage, like, 10x also. So how much maximum will you be able to take a position? 10 into 10 means you'll be only able to take up to $100. Now for 1000 itself, you need at least 400 points. How are you able to make profit when you actually are just taking $100 position? You will not be able to make that profit at all, because if the market is not moving up to like 4000 points, you will not be able to make a position here. Because see, like imagining that you have $100 and you are taking a 10x leverage, which means you're taking $1000 position. So with $1000 you will be able to buy, basically, like, says hypothetically, I'm not talking about Ethereum, you have some cryptocurrency which is trading at $2. So you bought something at $2. Now you have that 500 units of that particular crypto which you bought. So out of this, imagine like 0.2, 0.5%, whatever your fees is. Imagine that $2 to $3 went into your fees. So now you are only left out with $498 in your pocket. So now you bought it at 2. Now you have to wait for it to basically move at least 400 points to be able to make some profit. So now you see 2.400 is what if it reaches, you bought it at $2 and now it has to reach 2.400 to be able to give you some profit. So you took a sorry, not sorry, I did the calculation wrong. So 498 into 2.04. So you see here, you're able to, with that $1000 profit, you're able to make $15 at least, which means again out of this there will be at least minimum of $2 to $3 fees. So you'll be left out with $13 here. I'm so sorry, my dear, I don't know Marathi actually. 603272. So while $13 also can be $13 also can be expensive, like, can be in I'm so sorry, I don't know Marathi. I'm extremely sorry. Can you use a chat GPT or something to translate this particular stream? I don't know. Like when I'm speaking, what you can do is go to chat GPT and maybe open the like uh, translator, like the voice recognition something, and ask the chat GPT to do it for you. I think that way you will be able to understand, maybe. Because I'm speaking in English. I'm okay with Hindi if you want, but I can't speak Marathi for sure. So sorry about it. 603272. So I hope you understand, and I hope you coordinate well with me. So can you guys tell me, like, 603272, if you want to tell me, are you trading, and if you're trading, how much of a position are you able to take? Now, on the higher side also, I told you, like, what is possible for you if you want to trade. Like, this is what is we are talking about from, $100. This is $100 position I'm talking about. If you want $100 position, which is like $10 is what you have, and you want to leverage like 10 times of it, which is 10x of it. So you have just $100 position, and to be able to make profit at $100, it's very difficult because you have to wait for the market to at least move 300 to 400 points, sorry, 3000 to 4000 points. Whereas you see, for you to make profit at like, you suppose you, instead of $10 you have $100, and you want to take a leverage of say 10x. Okay, so you take a 10x leverage here, so you're taking a position for $1000. So in this scenario, you just need around 200 to 300 points movement so that you can take a position. I'll show you with proper calculations here. So you took a position for $1000. Say, for example, you were trading in Doge, or you were trading in some other cryptocurrency, name anything, or which is like below $1, $2 benchmark that you're talking about. For example, 1000 divided by say the price is what is the price? Say it is 2.5 dollars. Okay, for example, hypothetically we are talking about. Okay, $2.5 is the profit here. So not profit, the cost price of the crypto that you buy. So you will be getting 400 units of that crypto. Now you'll get 400 units, and on that you'll have some 0.001% of your fees or something. So maybe say like around $2 or something, your fees has gone. Okay, so now this is what is lying in your wallet. Now when you have to sell it in order to make profit, you will have to only have at least minimum of uh, 350 or 400 point movement so that you can make profit. So let's see first with, if you have 350 points movement, then how much will you make as a profit? So you can see you're able to make only 809. So it means you're still at loss. So I don't think you can gain anything out of it. So now you need to see 398, right? So 2.04. Let's see 2.04. So you're still able to make 811, which again is a loss for you. It's still not something you can take a position. So wait, guys, did I do the calculations correct? 1000 divided by 2.5 I did, right? So this is what my units were. And I did 2 deduction and 398. Yeah, 398 into, yes. Now 2 I bought it at, and yes, sorry guys, 2.5 I bought it. No, I totally forgot. I was just thinking I bought it at $2, so I added those. So 398 units, remember this. Okay, now 2.5 was our cost price, right? So 2.5 plus you need to add at least 0.350. So your selling price should be 2.85 when you're selling. So let's see if we sell it at 2.85, like keeping the target at 2.85. So our wallet, the units in the wallet was 398, and 2.85 is what we sold it at. So you see, at 1000 rupees, sorry, did I actually, I added 2.50 plus 0.350, I told you. Okay, I got the profit. Wait. No, yeah, this is where my mistake is. Yeah, now I realize. It should be 0.00350, not, yeah. So my target should be 2.535 actually. So I was doing this mistake again and again. So 2.535. So let's see how much am I able to gain out of it. 2.353. Sorry, 53. 0.535. So you see, $8 profit is what you're talking about. I'll repeat it once again. I think even I got a bit confused when I was doing it and kind of, maybe misguided you guys somewhere. So what I'm trying to tell you, I'll tell you. Okay. Now you want to go on Ethereum's future leverage positions. Okay. This is how the future trading looks like. So currently it is trading at 3830, but I don't want to complicate things for you by showing you such big numbers because it might look like a very crazy thing for you. Now suppose whatever the current price the crypto is trading at, and imagine this is not 3,830 we are talking about. Let's imagine that the current price trading is $2, for example. Okay, not $2, 2.5. Ethereum is trading at 2.5. Imagine. Okay, so now what you'll do is you have $100 in your pocket. Okay, you just have $100 in your pocket. Okay, $100. You will be leveraging it in isolated margin, which means you will take a loan from the exchange platform for 10 times. Okay, so with $100, you are basically taking 10 times of your loan from the from the platform. So that is your leverage. So 100 into 10 is basically, now instead of buying for $100, now you have the capacity to buy for $1,000. Okay, because the platform gave you 10x loan. Okay, leverage is nothing but loan. So platform gave you 10x of whatever amount you're holding in your wallet as loan. So instead of that $100 which you had in your pocket, now you're able to take a position of $1,000 and not $100. Now with that $1,000, imagine like right now the current price of the crypto is going on as $2.5. Okay, so $2.5 is what you bought it at. So when you took $1,000 and you bought it at 2.5, so you were able to buy 400 units of that crypto. However, the unit system does not work in futures trading. It only works in spot trading. You can only say, okay, you bought some XYZ like number of contracts. The word that terminology which is used in futures trading is contract. It's not units. Units are only used in spot trading. So basically, you have a $400, 400 units of contract or whatever, 400 contracts you have in your wallet now. Now platform will cut some fees on it. So imagine fees is getting cut like around $2 to $3. I'll take it on the higher side as $3 was the fees. So now you just have 397 units of contract in your wallet. Now what you need to do is you need to have at least minimum of the movement that price should go is like at least 350 points it should go up. For $1,000 you're taking a position, so it should move at least 350 points. So what did you buy it at? You bought it at 2.5, right? So now when you are selling it, your target price should be 2.535 because you bought it at 2.5000. Now you have to sell at least with a 350 point target, which means because of when you sell it, you'll be able to get $6 profit. You saw like we invested 6,000. Now we are able to get 6. Any which ways, out of that 1,000 when we invested, the $1 basically was sorry, we on the higher side we deducted $3 already. This platform fees can also be less. So on the futures trading, I'll tell you what we are charging. You can calculate it yourself. We are charging around 0.005 and 0.002, I think. So you can calculate it yourself. So, but I still on the higher side calculated like $3. And now when it is basically time to sell it, so you're getting $6. So imagine again, you still got some fees of $3 on the higher side. Okay. So you're still left out with $3 as profit when you're doing a trade of $100. So you are not doing trade of $1,000 here. What you had in your wallet was only $100. What you're trying to do is you took some loan from the exchange platform for 10 times of what you had in your pocket, and then you extended your position till $1,000. And for with $1,000, now you're buying a position which is basically You're buying whatever current price it is going on in your buying, and then you're waiting for the profit to exit at least a minimum of 350 points. If, for example, you try to lower this 350 points, for example, I had 398 in uh, my account, right? So 398. So if I try to lower that points, so 2.535 I took it, right? So let me take 300. Let me see how much I'll be able to make out of it. Will I make profit or not? Let's see. So 2.53 also, I'm able to make almost same kind of profit. 398 into 2.53. With 300 also I'm able to make. If I lower it more further, like maybe 5280 something, will I be able to make profit? Yes, still I'm able to make. So you see how many points do you need here? That is what I'm trying to tell you. The market has to move at least those number of points to be able to give you that kind of profit. So 398, imagine 2.528 I took it, right? 5250. Let me take this. So in this, directly for $2 is getting reduced. So after the fees gets deducted, you will be hardly left out with $2 in your pocket. So all I'm trying to tell you, I'm not saying okay, go by this philosophy only, go by what I'm telling you to do. The minimalistic, the after all your fees gets deducted, the least profit which you can get on the least side, how much is that, the target that you can keep is what I'm trying to tell you. So $100 you have with a 10x leverage, you basically should be aiming for at least minimum 250 points target, or if you want like at least better profit coming to you, then your target should be a little more, like 350 points is what you should aim for, minimum I'm telling, because 250 might be like very less, because after fees gets deducted you'll hardly be left out with $1 or $2, and do you really want to earn $1 or $2 in a day for that much effort? And this also what I'm talking about right now is not something which you will achieve like the moment you enter into the trade, you'll get it like within next 5 minutes. No, it's not going to happen that way. That will at least take like around, this kind of movement, what we're talking about, at least it'll take around half an hour to 1 hour for you to reach to that level. Because the moment you enter into the trade, immediately the profits are not going to come. Yes, there might be a day where you might be lucky that the moment you entered into the trade, the market, suddenly moved past like crazily, like rallied suddenly. That's very much possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but on very normal days, that is not how it goes. At least it takes half an hour to 1 hour for that target to reach, and you will be able to make some minimalistic profit and get out of it. Now you want to go for more greed, you want to go for more, you want to aim for more, you want to have more and more, like you're greedy person and all that. Greed usually doesn't work in the world of crypto, because what happens is the more you kind of take greed as the thing, because price has the tendency of going up down. It doesn't move like always up, it doesn't move like always down, right? So it has the habit of going up down in this way. So what will happen in this scenario is, when you're trying to position yourself and increase your position, like you keep on increasing, there will be a time where the break even will hit, where the profit will hit, and after the profit, price will come down, and it is inevitable, the price has to come down, and it is not like it's always going to go up only. So you waiting, yes, in the uptrend, no doubt, in when you are in uptrend, like this recent past, we saw that Bitcoin was able to hit 125K also. Okay, so in that scenario, yes, it is possible that if the price is going in the upper direction, it's very much possible that you can achieve that goal. But when sudden downfall happens, like we were not expecting 2 days ago that Donald Trump would come up and say that you're going to put 100% tariff on US, sorry, on China. So was it an expected thing? None of us even imagined in my dream. Trust me, like I was literally sleeping, and I don't know. I just have this habit of waking up in the night time. Like every 1 hour or half an hour, I have the habit of watching the markets actually, like where it is and all that. So as a routine, I just opened my my phone and I was just checking the markets, and I was shocked to see the way market actually dropped down. Like on the charts, I saw Doge dropped by 65%, and Sui dropped by 85%, and Ethereum fell by 28%. And I think BTC, Bitcoin, actually fell by almost 11 to 12%. And all the major cryptocurrencies, every one of them, each one of them, like almost like fell by drastic numbers, and they were like unimaginable numbers. And seeing those kind of numbers, all of us kind of sometimes, like if we are already in a position and we see that, we get a heart attack looking at those numbers. And the worst part of it was like Sui fell by almost 85%. So it dipped from 3 point, almost it was trading around 3.2, and it fell till zero point 0.5. Imagine, like somebody, if they are invested at 4.2, they are invested at $4, they're invested at 3 point something, whatever they have bought it at, and the price is falling till zero point 0.5. So your whatever position you've taken, it's like if you have not put a stop loss or something, if you have put a stop loss, of course the position will get liquidated. But just in case, even if you have not put a stop loss, or still you are, imagine like where you're in the most negative side you are right now sitting at. So that is what we're talking about. So there will be days where sometimes the markets will inevitably go wrong. Like our technical analysis will be correct, our fundamental analysis will be correct, what price we are buying at will be correct, everything will be correct. Trust me, it's not a rocket science, it's not something difficult at all. It's something which anybody can do it. Like if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it. It's a very simple mathematical logic and economical thing. It's all about demand and supply that we're talking about. The more demand it has, the more price is going to go up, because the amount, the buyers, number of buyers increasing in the market, but that commodity is very limited in the market, the price is like inevitably going to go up. So it is a simple mathematical logic, and it's also like you're buying low and always selling it high so that you get a profit, or you're selling it, so, like you're speculating in futures market. What happens is, it's not just about buying low and selling high. You can always take a sell position also, and from that also you can take a profit. So in both the ways you're making profits, all you need to do, all you need to be like very well versed with your speculations as well as your analysis part of it. So that's all it takes, and that's all it is about. This market is not any kind of philosophy, not rocket science, nothing. Like it's just about a few calculations here and there, and you will be able to make profits. So I hope you guys are able to understand so far what I'm trying to say. When you're taking positions, guys, I want you guys at least to take a bare minimum of $100 position. I know for some of you might be that $100 might still be an expensive thing. Like you might not be in a position to, lose out on all of that money, which is very much fair. I'm not saying $100 might be some like very big amount for some people. Like like especially people who are just starting out into trading, or maybe somebody who is just starting out in their careers, or $100 is all that you have in your savings, and you don't have any other money apart from that. So it might mean a lot, that losing out that $100 might mean a lot, and I'm not denying that fact, and I'm not saying that, oh, why are you not investing that? Yes, you understand your financial situation very well. You know that today, for example, I am getting into this market, and if I know that today, for example, by mistake, I enter into the market and it falls like 18%, 20%, or 50% also, and my capital, what I'm investing, like I'm putting $100, and my whole $100 gets flushed out today itself, like I lose out everything, every penny today. So am I in a position to take that kind of a risk, or am I not in a position to take that risk? So those are things, if you answer it to yourself when you know that yes, you're able to take that kind of uh, risk and you're able to enter into the trade, then please proceed with it. So how you're able to take $100 like $1,000 position with $100 itself in the pocket, taking 10x of the leverage is what I've shown you. I've shown you the calculations also. Now let's begin the technical analysis and see if we have any kind of buy or sell positions. Now, based on the calculation that I showed you guys, you will be adjusting your positions, because I am not at all telling you any personal, I'm not personally advising you. So you know how much money you're putting into the trade, how much leverage you're taking, how much are you able to risk. These are your things. I am just giving you buy, sell signals. Wherever I see that there is a buying opportunity, looking at the charts, I will only tell you where you can buy, where you can sell. But you know how much money you have in your pocket, how much leverage you are taking, how much you are able to, you can afford to lose, and all the other factors only you know. So where you have to take profit, I can tell you like with hypothetical numbers. But if you're not using the numbers what I am asking you to use, or the calculation that I showed you, then you have to calculate it as per your amounts only. You can't calculate, you can't assume what we calculated here to be that kind of like, basis this you can't, put your trade. So do those mathematical calculations that you have to do, because you can't depend on this hypothetical numbers that we talked about, and accordingly trade into the markets. And also remember guys, there will be days, if anybody is telling you every single day 365 days of a year you're going to make profit, that's a very very, very big lie anybody is telling you. Because 24/7 of the days, or 365 days of a year, you're not going to make profits. There will be days where you will make losses, and that is very normal in crypto industry, at least because markets see so much volatility. And the crypto which we are talking about, Ethereum for that matter, Ethereum basically moves about 2 to 5% in a normal day. And when it is very, very volatile, it might move about 5 to 10% also. So it is very much evident that there will be days where your money might get stuck or trapped, or it might be a day where you might be in losses. So somebody telling no, every day you'll make profit, it is a lie, and don't believe all of that. So, and you should learn to, you should always learn to, accept what is happening. Like you should always learn to accept what is going on. So if today markets, for example, like Trump came up with the thing that Trump said that he's putting tariff on China, like nowhere past 5 7 days, like I tell you news every day, right? Nowhere it was mentioned that anything of that sort is going to happen, or is happening actually. It was all about the government shutdown, which was evident. Everybody knew that that was in the news, that was in the media, that was in the hype. So everybody knew it. We also knew that the CPI data was getting delayed. Okay, the CPI, PPI, as well as the what job data, inflation data, everything was delayed. We all knew that. So that definitely got the markets like booming like crazy. But coming to tariffs, was there any news? Nothing was there in the news at all, until the time the market actually fell. And then suddenly all of us went and all of us went and like went and saw like what has exactly happened. Like market is like falling like crazy. It's like going, like, you should have seen on that day, like it was so crazy that it was just dipping. Like I was just thinking as if like everything is going to become zero and then just suddenly vanish, that kind of a feeling it was. But yes, it did happen in that scenario. Looking at the chart itself, you can make it out. See, look at Ethereum here, like how it fell. You see this thing just about 2 days before information I'll show you. I think this is where it was. You see how much has it fallen? Like it came till almost 3,400. and the dip was from $4,000. Like 4,000 to 3,400 journey is a very big deal. If it's a normal day for the particular crypto to move from that level, which is like 4,000 to 3,400, it'll at least take a minimum of I would say at least a week or 2 weeks for it to kind of come to that level. But that kind of decline has happened only in one day, all because of that nonsense news that came up. The Trump, announced on the tariffs, and yeah, completely gone. So be ready to face such kind of things. You can see it yourself. I'll show you on the charts also how drastically it has fallen, and that move was crazy in the history. You see here at around 8 o'clock, I think this was 8:50 candle. So you can see from here itself when I measure it on the chart. So I'll measure it on the chart. This is where it was 4,076, and wait, 4,076 is where it was, and it dipped till 3,400. So it was almost like 16% dip. Imagine 16% dip in a day, 16% dip. So imagine if you would have bought it at this level, at 4,000 level, and it would have come to this level, what your condition would have been like. How would you even look at markets? You would have definitely cried like crazy looking at those prices dipping so crazy. So obviously there was like, after the rally, there was profit taking that has happened, and there has been like huge amount of liquidations that have happened in futures contracts, bales exiting the market, and then also uh, you know, uh, obviously the third thing was, the major Trump news, like the tariff news that impacted the market. So after whatever has happened, price retraced back, and now currently we are sitting at 3,873. So, which is a good sign that we are again we are trying to come back to the normal situation. But what really matters here at this current situation is that Ethereum, for it to be at this level, is a good price. It's a good entry point for Ethereum. But yes, we should also keep the other side of, because it's a probability of always a good side and a bad side, right? Like the negative and the positive always. So on the positive side, if Ethereum was able to touch 4,973, then you should also remember that just about 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it hit the rock bottom 3,400 also. So if now any further news, like now there is one more event that is likely to happen on October 28 to 29, where there will be FOMC meeting that's going to happen, and in that the clear cut clarity will come about what the job data is all going to be, how the inflation looks, or how everything is going to be. If in case at that point in time the Federal Reserve chairman, who is Jerome Powell, who is basically going to announce that yes, there is inflation that is like in the economy, so he wants to increase the interest rates instead of reducing them, then again I'm telling you, remember this, then markets will still go down at that point in time. But if he comes up saying that okay, the data looks nice, clean, there is no shutdowns, the businesses are working all fine, the economy is doing well, and there is no inflation, it's not even inflation, it's not even deflation, it's basically in the normal zone, so we will basically cut interest rates further, then that might hike, that might bring the markets again up. So currently what we are seeing is the markets are down. So coming few days, the outcome can either be a positive one where the interest rates might be reduced and the markets might go up, or the interest rates can go up and the markets might go down. So it's an inverse relation. If interest rate is going to go up, then basically the markets are going to go down. And if the interest rates are going to go down, then the markets will go up. So remember this. And if you don't understand this, keep replaying my video so that you'll be able to understand what I'm trying to say, and you will be able to take the decisions as per that. Now coming to today's technical analysis and whatever we have to look into currently where we are and what we are watching in Ethereum's future contract, we can see clearly the price is sitting at neutral zone. So at this level, we never buy. We never buy, we never sell in these zones because we don't want to risk anything at this level. In this zone, mostly what happens is we do not know whether the price will touch. I will show you. I will show you the probabilities here. Okay. So here, either the price has the capacity to touch the swing high that it has created, or if I go back, what was the swing low that it had? The swing low was here. Okay, and the swing low was yesterday. Even if I imagine, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it might be today or yesterday. So the previous swing low was here. So now I'll show you something. These are all the possible places that it can reach, and this is also where it can reach. Oh, sorry, horizontal line. Yeah. Now on my chart, you can see I drew 3 lines here. Now I'm going to show you if at this current level the buying pressure is continuing to build up, the price can go up to this level. Okay, it can go to this level. If the buying pressure doesn't build up at this level, the first point it can touch is this level because this was the previous swing that it created. So this was the previous low that it was created. So it might reach to this level, or if selling pressure is continuing, probably it might surpass this the way market, moved 2 days ago, like it was able to reach. You can see how it was able to reach to this levels also. It might go to that level also. So we never know. We always have to, when we are seeing the market, we always have to see it 50-50. And we can't always think that it is going to be positive. We always can't think it is going to be negative. We always have to keep a perception where it is 50-50. The 50% chances it might either go up if the buying pressure will build up, so it might hit the upper zones, like the prices might go up, or if the buying pressure is not building up, then it might go down. So this is where we are looking at it. So these are the few fundamentals you understand, and you'll be able to get through it, and that is what we are trying to do here. So Ethereum currently on the 5-minute chart, as you can see, I'm moving past this and I'm going to analyze it further. So you can see clearly the moving averages. I've put a 50-day moving average here as well as 200 period moving average, and both of them seems to look like are below the currently on the smaller time frame. They are below the price. So which means price is not, I think 50 is almost close to the price, but the 200 is definitely below. So from the long term perspective, if we talk about, the price is above the 200 period candles, but on the shorter moving average perspective, it still is like near the price. So in the near term zone, what can happen is the 50 period, if the price is going to surpass this level, it means the uptrend is likely to happen, which is on a shorter time frame. Like on a shorter time frame, price is basically running above the moving average. And if in the long term perspective, both of them like 4-hour charts or something, if both of them are actually price is running above both of them on bigger time frames, then yes, the longer trend also is starting in that scenario. So the uptrend is like strong in the long term perspective too. It's not just for short period, but it is from the long term perspective also very strong. So these are few things. Now moving on to current situation, let's have a look at it. You can see here the 50-day moving average is just touching the price here. So price is slightly above it in the 50 period moving average. But currently, to conclude that price is going to go up or something, we still don't have any clarity, or there is still no clarity that the uptrend is like strong at this zone. So hold on over here, like don't take any hasty decision. Markets are right now not doing that great. If they are like moving very, if they are either in downtrend or they're moving very slow. So all you need to do is, although there will be opportunity every day of your life, all you have to do is adjust your positions accordingly. Don't be too greedy in this situation. You can see that the fear and greed index is also in 31. So in this scenario, although we might get a lot of buying opportunities, selling opportunities too, but you have to adjust your profits. So what you might set as risk to reward ratio in normal volatile days, like even like 1:3, 1:4, 1:5. In fact, some people they also keep 1:10 also, and which is possible when the markets are volatile. But when it is down and when it is not doing well and the movement is not seen so much. Hi, my dear. I'm so sorry I missed out your comment. 402394. You said hello. I'm so sorry. So thank you, Bilal. This is very sweet. It's a good one. Yeah. So uh, really happy for you, Bilal. I'm so happy for you that you are able to achieve your target, guys. I This is how I feel good when you guys share this good news, is that you were able to get some profit or you were able to make some profit. So Bilal was able to get some good profit. He took a long position, not long position, he took a short position, and he set the targets for 3,400, but it kind of took um, just a second. So sometimes what happens is, even whether you're trading in spot or trading in futures, anything, sometimes when you set the targets, whatever some people they set very ambitious targets also. So sometimes, our viewers, our audiences, our customers, they do take some positions, and like just I was talking to one of my, um, you know, uh, customers or clients that basically took a position 2 months ago. So that is also possible. So Bilal, who is from Pakistan, who took a position in Ethereum 2 months ago. So a very good story about him. Like he shared that he was aiming for 3,400 levels in the short positions, and at that point in time, I guided him in terms of that reaching that level could take a little time, because what numbers he has aimed for basically is like not achievable. I didn't say not achievable, but it might take a little time for the price to return to those zones. So I did technical analysis for him, and I told him at that point in time, and that has definitely helped him. But good thing is, based on my analysis, he was able to still hold the position, and he is, I thought maybe he would exit the position, because whatever the market was looking like that at that point in time. But good thing is he held that position, and after 2 months, because his target was hit and he was able to make profits. So these kind of things also do happen in the crypto industry, like where you have the option to hold the position. So in futures trading also, when you are speculating, sometimes there are, in futures trading, you will have the option to hold it for, period of time also. Some will have expiry dates where, after that particular time period, that position will get liquidated by itself. Some will have dates, like you can hold it up to this level, like 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. And some will basically will be having no dates at all. So that will totally depend on the condition that you're fitting over there, where if you think that you want to position it for, like, you want to put a take profit somewhere, and you want to put a stop loss somewhere, then like immediately if that price gets hit, either the at take profit the liquidation happens, or at the stop loss the liquidation happens. So those kind of future tradings are also possible. There are something which have expiry dates, and some don't have expiry dates. So really happy to see, like, Bilal, you did good. You were able to achieve your target. I'm happy for you. So at the current moment, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, like, again, when you are speculating, whether you want to take a short sell trade or you want to take a long term trade, keep both the perspective, probability of it going up, probability of it going down. And if it is going up, what is the highest that it can go? What is the lowest it can go? Again, in that, there is one more thing which you need to understand. That in normal days, how much does that particular crypto move? Now, if I specifically talk about Ethereum, I can tell you that in normal days, Ethereum does not move more than 2 to 5%. So I know that in normal days, it's going to just move that much. So where am I setting my profits, or where am I setting my losses? I know in those days where I have to do. But if it is not a normal day, and it is a negative news day, and if it is falling like 10% or more than 10% or something, because in volatile days it will fall to those levels. So in that case, where it can fall to, so according to that I adjust my profit. So according to that, we have to adjust our profits always. You can't assume that every day is like the way it moves is going to happen. Imagine के साथ में अगर गलत हो जाता है, anything goes wrong, then what would be your reaction to it? So you want to stake everything, all the money that you have, put everything and sit there that the markets are always going to go up. It's the most stupid thing that you can ever do, because if all the money that you have and you're using that to take a position, and suddenly, like Mr. Trump basically is a very good person in this industry, where he suddenly comes up and says something where markets either shoots up or suddenly goes down. So you are locking your money for that much period of time. Imagine, even if you would have not put a stop loss, or you would have not put a take profit, even if your position has not liquidated, I understand you're still holding that position. But the point what you're losing out here is you're locking your money for that much period of time, which you could have utilized either when it went further down. You could have taken the option to buy at more lower price. Even at first dip you bought it wrong, then second dip you could have still bought it, then third dip at least you could have bought it. Like that you could have bought at different levels and could have made profit at some level, even if it was going down, 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 down. What you did at this dip, you thought it's the ultimate dip that is there, so you bought it at this. Now, what happened? Market fell down, fell down, fell down, fell down. Now from here it is coming up. So by the time it comes from this again, like this, like this, like this, it's basically going to take a lot of time, maybe 2 months, 3 months, I don't know. Until then, how many opportunities are you losing? 30, 60 days, 90 days of opportunity that you're losing there, because uh, in those 30 days, how many profits you could have made? Even if even if first stop loss you didn't get it hit, like you don't put a stop loss also, you are actually trapped. If you don't put a stop loss, you are actually trapped. At least you put a stop loss, you have the capacity to exit the markets. Coming few days again, maybe today you didn't make profit, tomorrow again you might make profit. Today you made a loss, tomorrow you might make a loss. Tomorrow you might make a profit. But by putting all your money at one go, you actually lost everything. Not lost everything, you trapped your money for that much period of time. Yes, Bilal, what you going, the kind of, I think futures trading, I can't really comment on that because, guys, sometimes it is inevidently, sometimes you have to uh, adjust your positions according to it, and it is very much possible. And I think if you guys are not putting all your money and taking a little position here and there, it's good. Bilal, the way you have handled it, I'm okay with your strategy and your way of how you're trading. But guys, anybody who is completely putting all your money in one crypto and trying to, make profits by waiting for big times, like big amount of time, don't do that. Leverage out your, hedge out your positions. Suppose you think BTC is going to rally, take a long position in BTC, and you think some other crypto is basically going in the opposite direction, not following the footsteps of BTC, then take an opposite position in that particular crypto, which means if you're buying here, then put a sell position here, so that you are like you are break, you will have a break even in this case you made some kind of profit or loss, like you made a loss or something, you'll be able to get something out of this. So that is what we are trying to do for you guys, so that you make right kind of decisions. Okay, this is what it is. Now let's see, let's move on. Okay, currently selling is becoming low, sorry, selling is becoming very high, buying is becoming low. So currently we are at 5 minutes chart, and wait guys, don't buy until I give you a breakout. Don't buy until it's saving. You can take a buy position here, but you have to wait because it still does have capacity. Okay, please, my question is, if I have two mobiles or laptops, can I download the Zbit and be trading on both of them? Yeah, why shouldn't you be able to do it? You can very well do it. Is it, see, Zbit is not taking your biometric or something, right? Is it authenticating with something like, is it using your biometric or face recognition or something like that? No, right? So if you're logging into two applications on two phones, you can always do that. If, as far as it is not stopping you from all of that, very much you can do it. But if you're adding that two-phase authentication out there, probably that might be a problem, my dear. Check it once. I don't think there should be a problem. So, but what I suggest you do is open the desktop version of it. Okay. Let me tell you how you can do it, because Zbit also has trading view on your left hand side, right? You can see the charts here itself. So use the charts on the screen, put a laptop, put the chart on the screen, open the Zbit app itself, You can add all the indicators that you want or whatever you want to make the adjustments to the trading view. Then with the phone, you make the buy sell orders. Like whenever you see there is a buying opportunity coming and then there is a selling opportunity coming, you can do that way. Or yeah, try it once. I think there shouldn't be an issue if you want to use two mobiles also, and if you don't want to use laptop or anything else, that also should work. But totally up to you. Some applications do stop, from multiple logins and all because of the factor that, the credentials might have got compromised. Somebody would have hacked the phone or the ID or something like that. So in that case, yes, it does become a little difficult for you to log into multiple accounts or things like that on multiple places and all. But as far as you're authenticating and you're proving that you are the only person who is using it on multiple devices, I think there shouldn't be any problem. Try it once. Let me know if there is an issue coming up. Then I might as well talk to my team here, and I can let you know, my dear. User 269456. Try to implement and see. And if it is not working out, then you can let me know about it. Okay. Then I can talk to my team and tell them the issue so that we can let you guys do some kind of uh, like we can let this feature enabled or something like that. We can maybe pass on as feedback to the team. I don't know if that can get implemented now itself, but we'll try our best to accommodate what you're trying to ask. It's a good it's a good point, honestly speaking. It's more convenient. Sometimes we don't like watching, we don't like doing sitting in front of screen or something. We want to just lay down, we want to sleep and trade, we want to have a uh, like carefree life and do it. I understand your point very well. Two phones will be more convenient than sitting in front of the screen and doing it. It's more convenient actually. So yeah, I can check. Try it and then you tell me. Otherwise, I can check with my team and I can let you know. All right. So while we were talking, guys, we can see currently I'm on Ethereum's perpetual futures chart, and I can clearly see that Ethereum is reaching the rock bottom. So it's at 29. So we are still on 5 minutes chart, and there is still capacity for Ethereum to go completely down until it starts reversing in the opposite direction. So I would still say to hold on a little while we reach that position, and then we can start taking trade we can start taking trade for long. Okay. Always make sure when you are entering into the trade, check it on different time frames. It's very important. You always have to do this. Don't ever take a trade on a short time frame without watching the long ones, because sometimes when you basically think it's the lowest point you have reached on the shorter time frame and then you enter into long, but that's where your money gets stuck. That's where, if the reversal, if there was a trend that was going to change from an upward trend to a downward trend, if it has moved, your money is going to get locked for so much, like some big amount of time. That's where you will be trapped. So I don't want you guys to get trapped. Always remember, the best entry point is when both short time frame as well as long time frame are in bullish territories or bullish trends. They are in the upward direction. Your best entries are in those zones, both on short as well as on the long. But short, you see that small pullback is there, but in long, there is going to be a downtrend or a reversal has happened or a downtrend has started, then that will not be an ideal position for all you guys. So be careful on that front. Every time, the moment you're planning to take a buy position from the dip, always change it to the different time frames and check it. Like now, when I'm going to tell you to take a trade, I'm going to change it to 1 hour chart. Hold on. Okay, I don't have a 1 hour chart. I'm going to see it here. Let me move to 1 hour chart. So you see on my 1 hour chart on Ethereum, I'm still in the perpetuals futures only. I'm near 45. So while currently in this zone, you can see that it has reached the exhaustion levels on the 5 minutes time frame. But you have to remember two things here, that even if you're taking an entry, the reversal might be for a very small, the movement can be very small. So two things that you need to remember: only enter if you have good position, like good volume of position, which means your amount is big enough. With minimalistic move or minimalistic point movement, you should be able to make trades. That's when you enter into the trade. Or if you're entering into the trade also, you basically have to otherwise wait at least 1 hour, 2 hours, and you cannot make anything within the scalping strategy for sure. You will be able to only make within next couple of hours, and that will be like, not swing trading, it will be part of intraday trading. You will not be able to capture the small movement there. So those are two things. स्कैल्पिंग में अगर पैसा बनाना हो, यानी छोटे मूवमेंट को कैप्चर करते हुए यू वांट टू मेक मनी, मींस बट अमाउंट को बड़ा होना बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, अमाउंट को बड़ा होना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आपके पास उतना अमाउंट नहीं है, देन गो फॉर डे ट्रेडिंग, जिसमें आपको एटलीस्ट 1 घंटा लग जाएगा, या घंटे से और ज्यादा भी लगता है कभी कभी डे ट्रेडिंग में, मतलब 7-8 घंटे भी लग जाते हैं. और ये मैं मेरे एक्सपीरियंस से बता रही हूँ. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि क्योंकि अगर मेरी अमाउंट ज्यादा हो, तो हो सकता है कि बेसिकली मैं नेक्स्ट 5-10 मिनट्स 25 मिनट्स की कैंडल में मिनिमम हाफ एन आवर के अंदर अंदर मैं अपना प्रॉफिट बना के मैं एग्जिट कर लेती हूँ मार्केट से. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि मार्केट या तो बहुत स्लो मूव होते रहता है, और मेरी अमाउंट अगर ज्यादा बड़ी नहीं हो तो बहुत सारे घंटे भी लग जाते हैं, कभी 5-8 घंटे भी लग जाते हैं, कभी कभी तो 24 आवर्स के ऊपर भी हो जाता है. डिपेंड करता है कि आपने पोजीशन किस जगह पे ली, और अगर ले भी ली विथ नो श्योरिटी, तो फिर आपको ये 2-3 चीजें ध्यान में रखते हुए ट्रेड लेना होगा. तो अभी जैसे मैं देख रही हूँ कि राइट नाउ द प्राइस इज ट्राइंग टू मूव अप. सो इन दिस सिनेरियो करेंटली बाइंग इज स्टिल वेरी वीक राइट नाउ, सेलिंग इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. तो ऐसे में you should actually avoid taking trade, because currently selling is actually overpowering. Like अभी फिलहाल बाइंग को फिलहाल सेलिंग ने ओवरटेक करके रखा है. जब बाइंग हमारी यहाँ पर चार्ट्स पे लाइक स्ट्रॉन्ग होती हुई नजर आएगी, तब हमें अपना ट्रेड फिट करना है. सिर्फ एक ग्रीन कैंडल फॉर्म हो रही है उसके बेसिस पे ट्रेड लेना बेवकूफी हो सकती है, क्योंकि वो एक ट्रैप होता है. बेसिकली इट कैन बी अ ट्रैप, इट कैन be a fake out, which means suddenly from here the market starts behaving in the opposite direction. Your money will be trapped. You will be victim of liquidity grab or liquidity sweep over there. So I don't want you guys to take a trade simply after the red candle and the green, the red candle has formed, and then suddenly one green candle has formed, and then you started taking trade with that green candle. No, it can always be a trap, it can always be a fake out. So wait, थोड़ा सा इंतजार करो. See that the strong candle with strong body is forming there. Strong green candle. See, देखिए मैंने, this is what I was trying to tell you. I see the green candle has turned into red right now. This is what I was talking. It can be a fake out. So the moment you see a green candle is forming, you jump and you enter into the trade. That can be a trap, which means the smart sellers are trying to sell at those zones. They will grab your liquidity, they will make you hit your stop losses, and your trade is done over there. So don't ever buy in those zones. Wait until it reaches the rock bottom. Matlab, price should reach the cheapest level on the RSI like below 30 एग्जॉस्टिव लेवल पे पहुंच जाना चाहिए, 30 20 15 हो सके तो 15 या 10 तक भी पहुंचने तक आप इंतजार करें कि वो पहुंचे वहां तक, क्योंकि वो पहुंचेगा। कौन से वाले रिवर्सल में पहुंचेगा, कौन से वाले रिट्रेसमेंट में पहुंचेगा, इसकी कोई गारंटी या उसका कोई टाइम फ्रेम नहीं होता, लेकिन वो पहुंचेगा। तो उस समय तक आपको इंतजार करना है और आपको क्रॉस वेरीफाई करना है विथ अदर टाइम फ्रेम्स टू बी एबल टू डिसाइड के अभी मुझे एंटर करना है। तो आपको इजी वे यही है कि व्हेन यू सी इट ऑन आरएसआई के वो 30 के बिलो चल रहा है, तब आपने ट्रेड लेना है। दूसरा, आपने डीएमआई पे कंफर्म करना है कि उस समय पे जो भी टाइम फ्रेम पे आप अपना चार्ट लगाकर बैठे हो, 5 मिनट पे लगा के बैठे हो, या आप लाइक बड़े टाइम फ्रेम पर भी 1 आवर 4 आवर का भी चार्ट चेक कर रहे हो, तो उस समय आपको देखना है कि बाइंग प्रेशर उस साइड पर बिल्ड हो रहा है या नहीं। अगर शॉर्ट टाइम फ्रेम पर आपको बाइंग प्रेशर बिल्ड होते हुए नजर आए, लेकिन बिग टाइम फ्रेम पे स्टिल आपको सेलिंग प्रेशर बिल्ड होते हुए नजर आ रहा है, तो ये बहुत क्लियर कट इंडिकेशन है कि अभी स्टिल प्राइस के गिरने की चांसेस बहुत है। जैसे यहाँ पर भी आप देख सकते हो कि स्टिल शॉर्टर टाइम फ्रेम पे भी वो बता रहा है कि अभी बाइंग स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं हुई, अभी भी सेलर्स फिलहाल स्ट्रॉन्ग हुए हैं, तो बेसिकली अभी आप लोग को बाई नहीं करना चाहिए करके। तो जब तक बाइंग स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हुए नजर नहीं आएगी तब तक एंटर ना करें, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू विल मेक योर डिसीजन। तो अभी आप देखो, ओके दिस कैंडल इज फॉर्मिंग, हमें ट्रेड नेक्स्ट वाली कैंडल के साथ लेना, नॉट विद दिस, बिकॉज right now buying is becoming strong, but क्योंकि ये एक फेक आउट हो सकता है, तो वेट अंटिल द नेक्स्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग कैंडल फॉर्म्स। यहाँ पे अगर प्राइस रिजेक्ट हो गया या यहाँ पर सेलिंग फिर से हावी हो गई बाइंग पर, तो फिर हम लोग यहाँ पर फिर से फंस जाएंगे, हम ट्रैप पे आ जाएंगे। तो ठीक है, बाइंग बिल्ड हो रही है, 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 हो रही है। ओके, yeah, buying is getting strong. प्राइस भी रिजेक्ट हो रहा है। इस वाली कैंडल में एक्चुअली ट्रेड लिया जा सकता है, पर रिस्क बहुत होता है इसमें। और मैंने काफी अपने एक्सपीरियंस में देखा है कि जब भी आप ये कैंडल को फॉलो करके आप जब ट्रेड लेते हो, और अगर आपका जो आपने अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट कर रखा हो और आप जो टारगेट चाहते हो, आपको ये एक कैंडल में वो टारगेट नहीं मिल पाएगा। तो ऐसे में क्या होता है, ये कैंडल जो फॉर्म हो रही है, ये बेसिकली स्मार्ट मनी ट्रेडर्स जिसका वॉल्यूम बहुत बड़ा बड़ा होता है, जो 10-10 20-20 30-30 हजार 40-40 या पता नहीं कितने थाउजेंड्स एंड लैक्स ऑफ डॉलर्स में ट्रेड करते हो, तो उन लोगों को क्या है ना, ये जितनी छोटी सी जितनी मूवमेंट हो रही है, अभी ये कितने की मूवमेंट हो रही है, अगर मैं इसको इसको मैं चार्ट पर अभी अगर एनालाइज करूँ, तो ये वाली एक मिनट, लेट मी डिलीट ऑल दिस। अगर मैं ये देखूं तो ये बेसिकली ये 0.77% की ट्रेड है। अगर आप लोग का अमाउंट ठीक ठाक हो, आप लोग इसमें एंटर होना चाहते हो, तो आप कर सकते हो, लेकिन ट्रस्ट में अमाउंट छोटा होगा तो फिर आपको प्रॉफिट होने के जो चांसेस हैं वो अभी इमीडिएटली तो नहीं होंगे, और आप हो सकता है कि यहाँ पर अभी स्टिल बिकॉज उसको नीचे जाने की कैपेसिटी है, तो आप फिलहाल इमीडिएटली इसमें शायद प्रॉफिट नहीं निकाल पाओगे। इवन तो अगर आपने यहाँ पर अपनी लॉन्ग पोजीशन लगा भी रखी हो, 1 मिनट, यहाँ पर आपने लॉन्ग पोजीशन लगाई तो ये बन गया रिस्क टू रिवॉर्ड पे, ये 2.26 पे पहुंच गई है, तो 1:2 का आपको यहाँ पर प्रॉफिट बनेगा अगर ये रेड वाली पे लिया आपने। और अगर यहाँ लिया होता तो यहाँ पर अभी स्टिल आपको 1:1.84 का आपको प्रॉफिट होता। पर जैसे कि मैं आप बोल रही हूँ कि ये जो एक रिवर्सल से जो एक कैंडल बनती है, यहाँ पर अक्सर जो वेल्स होते हैं या बड़े अमाउंट वाले जो लोग होते हैं ना, उनके लिए ये वाली एक कैंडल में यूजुअली प्रॉफिट होना पॉसिबल होता है। छोटे जो पोजीशंस लेते हैं छोटे अमाउंट्स के, ये एक कैंडल में इमीडिएटली आपको प्रॉफिट होने के चांसेस बहुत कम होते हैं, तो आपको एटलीस्ट एक और हाफ एन आवर 1 आवर रुकना पड़ेगा ताकि अपने टारगेट पे अचीव कर सको। जैसे अगर आपने इस कैंडल पे एंट्री भी बना ली हो, विच इज ओके, अगर आपने यहाँ पर जैसे अगर अपनी पोजीशन लगा भी ली हो तो आपने एटलीस्ट अगर 1:3 का आप प्रॉफिट ले रहे हो, आपको टारगेट सेट करना चाहिए ओके, ये रहा आपका टारगेट 1:3 का टारगेट है आपका 3895। तो फिलहाल प्राइस चल रहा है 3856 पे, तो आपका टारगेट होना चाहिए 3895। पर ये 3895 आप बेसिकली लॉन्ग के लिए अगर आप ले रहे हो तो ये इमीडिएटली आपको ऑब्वियसली अचीव नहीं होगा, बट अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो सब्जेक्ट टू टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, जैसे मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, क्योंकि मार्केट अभी फिलहाल स्टिल डाउन ट्रेंड में चल रही है, तो मूविंग एवरेजेस भी बता रहे हैं कि मार्केट स्टिल डाउन में है, तो मार्केट इतनी लेवल तक उठेगी या नहीं उठेगी इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है। तो कोशिश करना कि टारगेट्स को 1:3 भी थोड़ा सा एम्बिशियस नंबर ही है। 1:2 में भी अगर आप बेसिकली अपना ट्रेड निकाल सकते हो तो इसको निकालने की कोशिश कर लेना है। डोंट कीप इट लाइक टू हाई नंबर। ये जो है जैसे यहाँ पर 1:2 हो गया है, तो 3880 पे आप अपनी एग्जिट लगा सकते हो। वैसे तो इसने स्विंग हाई जो लास्ट बनाया है, अभी आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर, 1 मिनट, ये स्विंग हाई इसने बनाया प्रीवियसली 3902 पे बना के रखा है इसने, ओके। और तो मार्केट अभी वापस से इतने लेवल तक एटलीस्ट बेयर मिनिमम उठेगी नहीं उठेगी, अगेन इट्स अ प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 50-50। तो अगर आप टारगेट यहाँ मान के भी चलोगे तो ये तो बेसिकली आपका बहुत ज्यादा ही एम्बिशियस नंबर हो जाएगा, अराउंड ये तो मतलब 1:3.4 के आसपास हो जा रहा है रिस्क टू रिवॉर्ड। तो डाउन ट्रेंड में इतना बड़ा टारगेट रखना थोड़ा सा रिस्की हो सकता है, क्योंकि प्राइस ना यूजुअली थोड़े से छोटे से लेवल से अराउंड 1% या 1% भी नहीं पहुंचेगा, वहां से वापस रिट्रेस करके या तो फिर फिर नीचे की तरफ बढ़ जाएगा। डाउन ट्रेंड में अक्सर यही होता है। और क्योंकि आप अभी RSI पे भी देख सकते हो कि ये बेसिकली बेरिश टेरिटरी में चल रहा है, इट्स नॉट इन द बुलिश टेरिटरी। तो उतना बड़ा आप अपना टारगेट रखना थोड़ा सा बेवकूफी हो सकती है और ट्रैप होने के चांसेस बहुत बन जाते हैं। तो ये थोड़े पॉइंट ध्यान में रखते हुए अपना ट्रेड लेना। देखो अभी रिवर्सल आ रहा है और अभी क्योंकि 5 मिनट्स के चार्ट पर हम लोग वो न्यूट्रल जोन को पहुंच के बेसिकली अभी वो नीचे की तरफ बढ़ रहा है। अब अभी क्या होगा, क्योंकि प्राइस पिछली बार बेसिकली 32.99 से उड़ गया था, अभी क्या होगा कि प्राइस विल ट्राई टू बेसिकली टेस्ट 30 एंड बिलो वाला भी वो कोशिश करेगा। जैसे अभी लास्ट हाई जो लास्ट स्विंग लो उसने जो बनाया था वो 3845, तो अब की बार जब वो फिर नीचे जाएगा तो अब वो 3845 के नीचे जाके टेस्ट करके फिर से वापस से उठेगा, क्योंकि इधर तक तो यहाँ तक तो इस जोन तक तो उसने टेस्ट कर लिया। अभी जब गिरेगा तो और नीचे की तरफ गिर के फिर वो ऊपर की तरफ उठेगा, तो तब आपको देखना है कि अभी आपने प्रीवियस वाले जोन पे आपने अपना पोजीशन लगाया था या आप अभी वाले पोजीशन पे लगाओ, क्योंकि अगर मैं 1 मिनट पे भी जाकर देखूँ ना तो देखो आप 1 मिनट में भी अभी स्टिल इसके पास बहुत कैपेसिटी है नीचे जाने की। और अगर मैं 1 आवर की बात करूँ तो ओह माय गॉड बहुत ज़्यादा कैपेसिटी। 4 आवर्स की बात करूँ तो ठीक है 4 आवर्स पे नेगेटिव आ चुका है। 4 आवर्स पे ये एग्जॉस्टिव लेवल्स पे आ चुका है। अभी ऐसे में हमको एक और इंडिकेटर यहाँ पर लगाना पड़ेगा टू मेक श्योर कि वी नो के बाद प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा नीचे। तो मैं देख सकती हूँ कि यहाँ पर ADX इज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, यानी मेरा ट्रेंड बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। यहाँ पर जो डाउन ट्रेंड चल रहा है वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। यहाँ पर जो सेलिंग प्रेशर में मेरी ये जो ऑरेंज लाइन है सेलिंग प्रेशर की लाइन है, सेलिंग बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है मेरी यहाँ पर 40 पे चल रही है और जो मेरी बाइंग है वो 9 पर चल रही है। तो वो बेसिकली बहुत ज्यादा वीक है। तो एट दिस टाइम अभी स्टिल आपको थोड़ा सा रुक कर जब तक एक ग्रीन कैंडल या एक स्ट्रॉन्ग ऊपर जाते हुए एक कैंडल बनती हुई नजर ना आए और यहाँ पर ADX पे जब तक ये ब्लू लाइन ऊपर जाती हुई नजर नहीं आए, लाइक गेटिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग अबव 25, तब तक आपको अभी कोई पोजीशन नहीं लेनी चाहिए। थोड़ा सा लगता है कंसोलिडेशन फेज में आ गया है। 5 मिनट्स में तो ठीक है ऊपर चढ़ते हुए नजर आ रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ देखो आपके बाइंग 16 पर है, सेलिंग 22 पर है, तो ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है दोनों के बीच में, राइट? सो तो पिछली पुरानी कैंडल में अगर आपने ट्रेड लिया हो या ये भी कैंडल में भी ट्रेड लेना चाहते हो, ले तो सकते हो, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही ले नहीं सकते, ले सकते हो, लेकिन जो टारगेट आपने अचीव करना हो वो टोटली आपके वॉल्यूम पर डिपेंड करेगा और आपको किधर एग्जिट करना है वो भी आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा। शॉर्ट कम जगह वाली पोजीशंस पे कम मूवमेंट से पैसा बनाना हो तो अमाउंट ज्यादा होनी चाहिए, पर अमाउंट ज्यादा होगा तो रिस्क भी बहुत होगा। तो वो चीज आपको ध्यान में रख के करनी पड़ेगी। एंड ये स्कैल्पिंग जब भी आप करते हैं, एक और एक बात मैं आपको एडवाइस कर दूं या बता दूं, क्योंकि मैं खुद इन सारी चीजों को करती रहती हूँ। तो हम लोग कभी कभी एग्जीक्यूशन में इतने मतलब इमीडिएटली अगर हम लोग एग्जीक्यूशन नहीं कर पाते हैं तो फिर उस 1 मिनट 2 मिनट के उससे बेसिकली हम लोग फंसने के बहुत चांसेस होते हैं या फिर वो ट्रेड को मिस करने के लिए। तो स्कैल्पिंग में अक्सर आप लोग को मतलब ना जाना तभी चाहिए जब आप ना बहुत क्विक हो इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक बाई सेल, मतलब आपको करना बहुत आसानी से क्विकली आता हो ना, तभी ये सारी चीजों में पड़े। क्योंकि कभी कभी हम जस्ट मार्केट वॉच करते ही रहते हैं और फिर हम ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट करने में ही होते हैं, फिर वो एक हाथ से निकल जाती है पोजीशन। तो मैंने अक्सर मेरे साथ ऐसे चीजें होते हुए देखी, पर आप लोग ध्यान में रखकर करना। अगर आपकी एग्जीक्यूशन लेवल्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, एग्जीक्यूशन स्किल्स अच्छे हैं, इमीडिएटली बाय कर सकते हो, इमीडिएटली सेल कर सकते हो आप, तो देन यस, गो फॉर इट। Please, can two or more cryptos be combined together and withdrawn like 10 USDT, 15 BTC, 20 USD making it $90? Can I withdraw like 50 just once, or is it one by one withdrawal? माय डियर, वैसे तो विड्रॉवल के कोई इश्यूज नहीं हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक इफ यू आर अ रेगुलर ट्रेडर तो कोई इश्यूज नहीं होते हैं. बट अगर जैसे मैं आप लोग को हमेशा बताती रहती हूँ कि अगर सिस्टम कोई अनयूजुअल एक्टिविटी डिटेक्ट करता है आपके अकाउंट पे तब विड्रॉवल के प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकते हैं. जैसे कुछ अनयूजुअल अभी यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड दिस क्योंकि शायद आप लोग बैंकिंग में भी आप लोग बैंकिंग से भी आप लोग जुड़े हैं, फाइनेंस की इंडस्ट्री से आप लोग जुड़े हैं, तो आप लोग को पता ही होगा कि काफी कुछ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के या ये वो बहुत सारे ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो लीगली अलाउड नहीं होता है. तो ऐसे में अगर कोई भी ऐसी कोई सस्पिशियस एक्टिविटी डिटेक्ट होती है तो तब आपको शायद विड्रॉवल के या डिपॉजिट वाले ये वो प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं. अदर देन दैट अगर आप नॉर्मली जो भी आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो और आपके एक्टिविटीज में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं लगती है तो सिस्टम will not stop you or flag you for anything. Yes, अगर आपके अकाउंट में unusual, oh okay, I'm so sorry. So what I'm trying to tell is that you have like until unless there is some unusual activity detected on your account, there is no problem in withdrawal actually. So I hope you understand that basically there being part of financial industry, you understand there are a lot of unusual activities or anti-money laundering things, or things like unusual things that keep happening. So if system is detecting something on your account, they find that your account is looking little fishy or like look little weird, like some unusual things are happening on it, then only system will flag it and system will not allow you to maybe proceed with what you're doing. Otherwise, I don't think there is any issue on that front. But why are you actually asking this question? Have you actually faced this issue, or you're going to do this and that's why you're asking me? What exactly is the scenario? Just tell me that first. User 269456, I'm talking to you, my dear. So tell me, is it the current scenario where you're getting stuck because you're not able to withdraw like multiple cryptos, or is it something which you have not done it yet and you're just asking me this question, or you have faced any issue on Zbit platform while doing it? Answer this and I will tell you if you're able to did you face any issue, my dear? Can you tell me? User 269456, I'm talking to you, my dear. If you don't mind sharing your name with me, please also share the name so it will be easy for me to refer you by your name. So okay, I hope you got your answer, user 269456. I hope you got your answer. Um, try it, try the try withdrawing it, and if in case you're getting stuck somewhere, take the screenshots and send it to me on or send it, not send it to me, I would say. I have shared it in the community. You need to directly talk to the customer care. On the top right corner of the application, you can see there's a headset icon here. If you have not seen it, I'll show you on the application itself. Just a sec. I'll show you guys. And you can go talk to the customer care directly and they will be able to help you out with it. User 269456. Let's just. So can you see this on the screen here? You have the icon here, and that is what you can use to talk to the customer service. So if in case you're getting stuck anywhere, please send the screenshots to the customer service team directly. Okay. So 269456, I hope you'll talk to the customer service team and get your matter resolved. Okay. So I'm moving on. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I actually saw your messages very late. Yeah. So I had a message. Can you buy and hold Bitcoin on this platform? Hi. Technical stuff qualified and the market is fully manipulated. Ethereum type 3. Yeah, that's true, Bilal. Like I was telling you, uh, guys. Yes, although we agree, we don't agree, we like, we don't like. Yes, markets are sometimes they are manipulated. They are, and they're not manipulated as such. I don't know exactly how to put this forward, but it's always like the big whales that actually influence the overall, markets. I don't say that, that they are manipulating or anything as it, but it's the tendency. Understand this thing. While for us it might look like they're manipulating or they're doing this that, but it's like you see when you're buying it, you're buying it like in a very small lot. Imagine there are like millions and billions of tokens out there in the market, like Ethereum itself. I think, I don't know what is the supply. Let me just open, we'll get to see that. Ethereum has a circulating supply of 120.7 million Ethereum. So that kind of capacity it has. So now you buying a position for say even $100, $1,000, like small little amount that you're buying, do you even think that that is going to even impact on the markets, like even like 0.00001% also? I don't think it is ever going to impact the markets until unless, yes, the markets are going to see like, billions and billions of dollars getting into the market and pumping that kind of money, then yes, it will start moving in that direction. And what you basically get to see is like you can enter into the trade with them and get advantage of that. So that is how it is. Like it's all about demand supply, and it's also about how the price is moving in which direction, and how the whales are able to manipulate it. Your small trade here and there not going to add any difference to the market at all. At all means at all. That is how it is. Anyways, so guys, when I pointed out at the buy position, were you guys, anybody were able to take any trade or not? I want to know what it is. Does anybody want to give a feedback? Does anybody wants to say they took a trade, they didn't take a trade, or what do they think of whatever we discussed a little while ago? So at every trade, whenever I'm taking any buy sell positions, I always give you out my reasons to it. And you know, like after all, I'm also a human being. I'm not saying I'm God here, but sometimes it might be like, my, although the kind of predictions I've always done has been almost like 95-98% accurate, but sometimes it might happen like where I did face this issue, of course, like when I was streaming also, suddenly I think I didn't really pay attention to the news which happened in the background, and then the market slipped like around 20, 15-20% in just about 10-15 minutes. So after all, I'm a human being. I don't say my technical analysis has got any issues, but it's all about even what's happening in the background, the noise, the negative, positive things, and things like that, which can impact the market. So you also have to keep a tab on it. Sometimes when we do not hear to those noises, then we might as well end up doing some mistake, which is very much normal. So other than that, in most of the cases, when the markets are in normal zones, not like volatile or not negative, or like they are normal, I think in those most scenarios, whatever kind of predictions and analysis and I do, and I give you buy or sell position, I give my valid reasons to it, and I think those fit well into the reasons that I gave, and that those are good enough for you guys to even make decisions. So what I suggest is, pick up the trades, whatever I'm giving you, try implementing it, see, like, try to, even if like you're not going exactly what I'm saying, take the guidance and try doing this in your trades. I'm not saying blindly follow me also. If you want, basically go do a bit of research on your end also, and then you can decide this for your own self, okay? So that it becomes more healthier for us to talk, to discuss, rather than I am telling you to do something. We can keep it like a healthy conversation where we are discussing things, and we are, we're taking like a calculative risk, taking right kind of decisions basis your personal requirement. So all you guys, all what I'm trying to do is, when you are entering into these sessions, I'm trying to even cater personally to your requirement. I know some of the trades which I give are all generic, but if in case, when you want to even discuss certain trade, like personally too, I'm okay with it, and we can keep it like a healthy conversation and decide whether or not you should enter into that trade. So in that scenario, what you can do is, when I give you a buy or sell position, you need to tell me how much you're investing, or what kind of money you're putting into, so that we can decide whether or not at this current scenario you entering into the market would be a good idea, or would you get a scalping position where within next 5, 10, 15 minutes you're able to make some profits, or your profit is going to take some time, like some hours or something. uh, all those things can be discussed. So yeah, I want you guys to do this when you enter into the stream, guys. Don't hesitate to tell me all these, minute of the details. You guys do ask like generic other type of questions, but I want you guys to ask me these kind of questions also. While I understand you guys must be already doing this in the background, not just about my guidance as well, you're doing already all of these things. I am just hoping that you guys are doing all of that, okay? So with that note, I'm going to take a small 5 to 10 minutes of break, guys. I am actually, I think I've been talking past 2 hours. Keep watching the markets, and if in case I get any still buy or sell positions, then I will let you know after I come back from the 5 to 10 minutes break. And yes, we had a buy position. I hope you guys were able to take that buy position, and we'll come back and calculate the profits, and we'll see what could have been the possible targets or things like that, where you could have put take profit, or where you could have put a take loss and things like that. We'll come back and discuss on it a little more deeper. Okay, so let's see. I'm back. Sorry. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Anybody who is waiting for me. People who are coming live from outside external sources like YouTube and all, guys, want to share your name, details, anything, please feel free to do that. So 269456, hi again. You're back. You're there in the stream. Appreciate. A little while ago, I was answering to your question. I hope you got your answer and you're able to resolve your problem. If you still feel any problem, if you still have any issues, then I showed you that you can go and check on the profile. You can check the icon, like top right corner, you have a icon there, headset icon, that you can click and talk to the customer service directly. Okay, so user 269456, I hope you will be able to resolve your things. Okay. Please, I was cut off by network. I said that 3 days ago, have $12 in account. I tried to withdraw $10. No way. I reduced it to $6. No way. Later, I do not withdraw the money after 1 day. I don't see the money again till noon. My account is $0. No, what may really happen? Mm. My dear, probably I'm not. Did you take a trade 269456? You asked this question again. You disappeared. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the network that you're disappearing again and again. So, is it like you've taken any trade out there? Because that is the only way through which your position should have been liquidated. Because if you are like you taken a position and then you were not able to make profits and markets went in the opposite direction altogether, then probably that would have been the case. But if you still think you didn't take trade and there was only money lying in your account idle and that money has disappeared, then in that case you need to basically talk to the customer service. As I told you already, you have to go into this, like you have to go and click. Just a sec, I'll show you. So go to this customer service, icon and just talk to them directly about your issue. If in case you think that there was some problem while executing the order, or if there was no order at all, but you think that money just disappeared, so you just have to talk to the customer service team. You are again and again disappearing. I don't know. I was going to answer to your question. You disappeared suddenly. So 269456, I'm talking to you again, my dear, that we need to go talk to customer service and tell them your issue, whatever problem you're facing, please tell them your issue, all right? If there was a trade, probably your position would have got liquidated, but if there was no trade, then please like take the screenshots, shoot it to the customer service team, and they will help you out with it. All right, guys, please recharge, please deposit funds into the account. And in case you want to trade along with me while I'm giving you the buy and sell signals with all valid reasons, please deposit funds. If you have if you have balance already in your account, don't worry. But if you don't, then please deposit funds by clicking on the deposit button, which is there on the screen right now for you guys. You can see that deposit button on the screen. Can you guys see that? If you have money, no worries, no problem. When I say to buy, you can buy. When there is when I say you like, you can sell, you can take those tips. Otherwise, use this deposit function here. Use this deposit function here to deposit funds, and you can basically take the trades as and when I tell you. Again, like I always tell guys, I give positions generally and in generic format. Now, if in case your money that you're investing, your risk appetite, or whatever you guys have any financial goals, you need to set all those calculations based on your requirements. Well, I may tell you this is the right accurate position, and I gave a little while ago a long position here, and because market is like slightly moving a little slow, as well as it is like having a little slow movement at the current scenario. Hold on. This was the buy position a little while ago, I pointed out. So somebody who has taken a position at this level and keeping it 1:3 ratio also, your your target should have been somewhere around, wait, let me just fix this first. 2.9, 2.97. So your target is 3890. Somebody who is taken the long position on that candle, your exit or your take profit with 1:3 ratio is that. If you want to keep your targets little lower, depending on your amount or position that you have, that's totally up to you. If your amounts are big, you can always adjust your positions, you can always take it down, you can always keep your targets a little lower. And in this current scenario, when the markets are already down, I suggest you guys keep your targets low only. Don't go for over ambitious numbers. 1:3 also is like an ambitious number sometimes when markets are not doing that great. So I totally leave that choice to you. Taking profit targets that you're setting. 1:1 works for you, 1:2 works for you, 1:3 works for you. It's totally up to you, but don't go beyond 1:3 for sure, because currently markets are not that great. It's in downtrend. We saw this clearly looking at the moving averages that markets are in the downtrend. So when it is retracing back, up to what level it will retrace or up to what level it is going to go down, nobody knows about it. And I clearly don't want any of you to get trapped in the market when market is already down. All right, so this was a long position. If you guys are following past few minutes when we started the stream, we had this long buy position here, and by now I'm sure some of you are sitting at profit. Some of you have taken the position or not, I still don't know. So currently looking at the charts, I can tell you that buying is becoming strong, but until, because market has just crossed the neutral zones. Taking a buy position in this scenario can be risky, because if the market just takes a reversal from this zone, your money can again get trapped. This is what I keep on telling you, and this is why I always tell you, near the neutral zones, never ever take any any what do you call trades here. While looking at charts, it might look like very beautiful that it is okay, I'm going to enter into the trade here. Send 1 BTC. Please register on the application and you get the chance to win free trade, and in that you can win the you can win some free crypto, so you can do that. So like I was telling, at this zone, you can see on the 5 minute chart, I mean, Ethereum's perpetual futures contract, futures like chart. So it's just above the neutral zone. While looking at DMI, I can say that buying pressure is building up at this level, no doubt. But entering into this trade can be risky. You can still continue to take a position in this rally that is happening, but again it can be a riskier thing. Let the buying go above 25 on DMI. If in case you still want to take a trade, you can do. But also, let's also see this on the 4 hours chart and 1 hour chart, where buying or selling is. On my bigger time frame, buying is very weak, selling is strong in this scenario. So you have to be careful and cautious here. On my 1 hour chart, buying is weak, again selling is strong. However, the trend overall is strong here, which is a downtrend that is going on. So on my 5 minutes chart, do I want to take a position or not at this current stage? Looking at the other 2 time frames, it's basically again like 50-50 thing, because if we continue to enter into trade at this zone, there is risk also associated with it, that price might start coming down from here. Because in normal scenario, some traders, whoever would have entered at the lowest zone where I pointed out, like when the red candle has formed, where I pointed out for the long entry here, those people might be, they might start taking the profits at this level, because their 1:3 ratio is hit here. So at this level, even if you are planning to enter into the trade, there is basically, again a 50-50% chance. The previous people who took a trade at this level, maybe at 3846, where I pointed for long buy position, they might be trying to exit the position. So in this scenario, if you enter into the rally, your money might get trapped. So at this stage, the best way is either you enter into short sell, but for short sell, I would still say that it has to further reach till 70, reaching exhaustion levels. That's where you'll start seeing the price completely moving in the backward, in the reversal direction. So these are the few things that you need to remember while taking a trade. So currently, yes, let's see, like if this candle forms, the green candle forms, or if this is a trap that is going to be there, or if it's a fake out. If it's not a fake out, and remember, if you have good amount, only if the volume is good, only enter into this trade, otherwise don't. Because within that small little movement, you will never ever be able to capture anything. Trust me, you will never be able to capture anything. The amounts have to be good, only then only you can capture some good movement like this. Like when you would have entered here 3844, now it is at 3893. So it's almost like how many points move? 3893 is where it is currently. 3845 is where we took a position. Almost $48, almost 48 points, $48 move. So this I'm talking just in terms of movement I'm talking about, and the if even one Ethereum would have been bought at this stage, then that was the profit that was expected, and it's at a 1:3 ratio. But what levels are you guys trading? You have to tell me, guys. Like, are you guys trading in Ethereum? I can see 992463, 269456, and 680922. All you guys are there in the stream. Welcome and very warm. Welcome to all you guys. Are you guys able to take any trade? And if so, which particular crypto are you taking? And even if you're not taking trade in Ethereum, that's totally fine. All I say is take the guidance, apply it in your own charts, and start taking trades according to it. So tell me, are you guys trading in Ethereum? User 9924632694456 and 680922. Guys, I don't know your names, and it's so difficult for me to talk to you people with your user IDs. It's a little difficult. Okay, I'm not getting any response. I don't know if you guys are following what I'm saying. But I want you guys to interact with me, guys. प्लीज मुझसे बात करिए. अगर हिंदी में आप लोग कंफर्टेबल है हिंदी में बात करिए, इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल है इंग्लिश में बात करिए. I want you guys to talk to me so that we understand what is your requirement. Like, I know you're coming in this stream for some learning, for some guidance and everything, and I want to talk to you guys and give you that help and support that you guys are requiring. So you see, this is why I was telling you not to take trades from this zone, because people who took a trade at this level when when it went to the exhausted levels, they will start taking profits from here. So it was at 1:3 ratio. Always remember this. When price is not like price will always retrace back, right? It has the habit of like it will always it's never going to move in this direction. So it's always going to be moving like up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So now somebody who's bought at this level, definitely after the price has reached this level, they are going to exit this entry, right? So if their 1:2 ratio was, the target was reaching here 1:2 or 1:3, so those people will definitely try to exit the market. So that's why I was telling you, in this scenario, if buying is continuing to become strong, only then we enter into along with the other people and continue taking a buy position. But in this scenario, you always have to be careful, because the people who have taken trades in this lower zone, those category people, because their 1:3 ratio is already achieved, so they will try to exit the position. Price will slowly retrace back a little, but up to what level, that we need to still again watch it, whether from this zone complete liquidations will happen and price will completely go in the oversold zone, or if it is going to stay or if it is going to retrace from this level again. That will have to decide and take the position again when it reaches the topmost level, or the down top bottom level. You have to go, like, not in between these trades are only for scalpers or people who have good amount of money, who have good volumes. Only for people who have minimalistic positions or things like that, minimalistic volumes, avoid taking this, because in that scenario your stop losses or your liquidations will happen quickly, because markets, like, it's reached the equilibrium zone or it's above the neutral zone, so it will basically hit your stop losses or your or your positions will be liquidated very quickly. So avoid such kind of uh, zones where there is no certainty. Yes, you can enter into it if on the chart you see that there is a strong buying position. Yes, you can enter into it. So now let the market come down. Let it come down, sitting near the neutral zones. Either it has to shoot back completely down, that's when you take your entry, or for buying, or let it shoot up so that you can take a short position. Any questions from anyone? 680922. Do you have any questions for me? Guys, I hope you guys are using the deposit function, deposit button on the screen when I am live, because I told you, right, I'm going to give some special giveaways to all the lovely people who is supporting me. So you might stand the chance to meet me personally also in the office if you would like to see me. And also, if you want to discuss anything other than all these things, like what we do on the live, you want to discuss personally also, I will give you personal time. So, but make sure you put deposit while like hit the deposit button, not hit, not just hit, but deposit really. If you have money in your account, no problem. But yes, if you don't, then deposit it when I'm live and start trading so that you can get the right kind of support from my end. 680922. Tell me something, my dear. If you want to share anything, please share. Come on, guys, when you enter, be like, interactive. I want you guys to interact with me. I don't understand. Some of you just come, disappear. You guys don't talk to me at all. Like, I don't know why you guys do like this with me. Am I so bad or what? Am I not somebody who is accommodating, or am I not helping you guys? What exactly is wrong? Why don't you guys talk to me? At least drop a name, drop a message, say something good, bad, or even if there's something bad also, you can always give feedback and we will improvise on it. We will improve on it. Okay. Today the 1 minute chart is not working fine actually. I don't know, Ethereum's chart has some issue. I'm using a 5 minutes chart, but then I'm also checking my bigger time frames. So I think you guys should also do the same thing. You guys should also check the bigger time frame before you take any trade. So the people who entered into the red candle when I pointed out for the long buy position, for 1:3, I gave you the exit point where you could have taken a take profit, but ideally you would have also kept your take profit at 3920, which was the previous swing high. But that could have been a very, very ambitious number. That's the reason I didn't give you guys that big target, given that today markets are not so well. Ethereum also, I think currently, let me have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is now positive. Okay, Ethereum is now positive by 0.69%, but not that significant. It's just 0.8. So yeah, I think the target is good in a 1:3, good target. But if markets are doing well, some days you can even keep the target to the previous swing high. So in this scenario, the previous swing high was 3920. See, now it's increasing here. So this could have been your target too. See, I told you, right? So this is where it will hit. and then see, now it's again getting rejected. So whenever market is trying to either move up or down, it has the capacity, it will always try to retest the previous swing high, swing low also. So sometimes we can keep very ambitious targets. There's no nothing wrong in it. Looks like there's a big order block here. Wow. Let me see if this is an order block or if this is a fair value gap that's getting created. Buying has definitely, no doubt, has become very strong. Now wait, hold on. Let me just put my smart money concepts to see. So there is a change of character. Let me see the 1 hour chart. Here there was an order block. Yes, here is an order block. Guys, there's an order block. Wow. That's why you see the price has shooted like. So from here, let's see if the price is going to change the trend altogether. So price is below, sorry, moving averages is below price, which means that price is now so on the bigger time frames, there is a change of character, which is pointed out like in the internal market structure, but the same is also showing on the so from here, guys, come on, you can start short selling here. Price on shorter time frame has reached 75.61. Short selling can happen from here for some of you. This definitely has been Good move. I think I can tell you how much was it. Although the long position basically 1:3 ratio is met, but this is still almost like 1:5 move, almost close to 1:5. The price is trying to create this. Price is trying to surpass the weak high that it made last time. So guys, there is a bullish order block that is being seen on the charts. And that's why the price is going crazily right now. Okay, let me just enable my fair value gap. I think I didn't enable my fair value gap. Is it an order block or is it fair value gap? We also have to see that. So looks like there is a fair value gap. So the bullish order block that is created here, short positions from this level can happen, and people who have not taken any buy positions previously, if price is retracing back now at this level, because price will test the fair value gap zones, whether it will test now or it will test later, but just mark these places for your next entry point. If you have missed taking positions during this, your entry setup can be somewhere here, which is 3869 is where you can enter. Because if price now tries to retrace back to this zone again, you can keep this as an entry point for yourself. Don't worry guys, if previously you missed out on any entry, price on a bigger time frame still hasn't reached 50 period or 200 period moving average. So moving average is still above it. So there is no confirmation of the uptrend for sure, but this is a short term movement of the trend going like short term. I can say a little movement in short time frame, but it wouldn't be like a big on a bigger time perspective. Still, it's not reached those levels, so there is no uptrend that is likely to be seen. Whenever we are trying to assess whether a long trend, sorry, whether a uptrend is coming or not, you always have to check it both on the short and long trend to be able to justify that. Also, there are other things that we also have to keep seeing, but yes. Buying is very strong at the current situation. Looks like because usually during this time markets, US markets and New York, London markets are very active. Looks like there's a lot of buying that's happening. So what right now could look like is can also be a sign towards an uptrend. You never know. Although the signals at the moment is not giving any clarity, but People wanting to short from these positions can start taking a short position from this zone, because already on the RSI price has started reaching the exhaustion level. So on a 5 minutes time frame, it's showing that it is very strong here. Let's also see on the bigger time frames if it's exhaustion levels or not. Yes, it is on the exhaustion level side. Price is mostly going to take a turn now. It's going to take a small retracement here. People wanting to short from this positions can start shorting it here. Price looks like slowly started moving in the opposite direction. So do you know why I changed this indicator just now? Because I wanted to see at this level if buying pressure is building up or the selling pressure. Because if I want to short it, I want to see if selling pressure at this level is building up or not. Because if selling pressure is building up, I will have my profits hitting very soon. If selling pressure at this level is not hitting, then probably my trade will get liquidated. So we need to check that aspect also before you actually take that position. While on RSI, anyways, it has shown it has reached exhaustion levels, like it has reached overbought conditions. But since we are not sure, in most of the cases, once it reaches 70 and above on RSI, it's time to take profits and exit the markets. But some traders like to still wait until it reaches further up, further up, further up like that. So what you can do, if in case you are basically getting confused, once it reaches 70 and above, you can start taking exit from the market, but you need to cross verify it one first thing with bigger time frames too, whether where are they, like on the charts, and also ascertain it with DMI indicator to see whether buying pressure still is building up or selling pressure is building up. If selling pressure is building up, then try avoid, like, then you should also enter into the rally along with the other sellers. But if the buying pressure is building up, then you might not be able to successfully enter into a trade. All right, guys, so I'm going to take small 5-10 minutes break again here. Continue to watch the markets. If in case you still haven't taken any positions, you know that the previous long setup, if you were not able to, make sure to note down this level so that you can come back to take a trade at the fair value gap zones. But like I always say, fair value gap zones sometimes do take like days, hours also to execute, so not necessary it is going to happen in the next few days, hours or something, so that you can decide to keep that setup in mind. But when it happens, then you can definitely take a trade. Other than that, other thing that I told you is, at this level, if you want to basically take a trade, you have to confirm it with volume indicator as well as DMI to see if at this current state buying is getting strong or selling. Even though on RSI it might have reached overbought conditions, but not necessary that the price is going to reverse from that zone, because like most probably it might be like a case where it is trying to come like it is trying to move in an upward direction or something. So be careful on of those 2 to 3 points that you need to make sure, like, to check before you enter into any kind of trades. Okay. The price is still above moving average, so on a shorter time frame it's still in the bullish zone. So let's see. Continue to watch the markets, and I'll catch with you guys in a little short while, and we'll be talking much more about few more other things while we are continuing to analyze the markets. Any questions for me, do leave it in the comment section, and deposit money right into the account so that you can take some successful trades with me, guys. While I point out any buy sell position, take the guidance or take the trade and make the money. Don't lose out on the opportunities. I don't want you guys to lose out on any opportunity. Please make the most of it. All right. Guys, I hope you guys were able to take some short positions from here. Guys, did you guys take a sell position when I pointed it out? I don't know if you guys follow my instructions or not, or follow my guidance or not. So I gave a position here at this level. Somebody who would have bought it at this level would have made a profit of around at least maybe 4137 minus what was that level? Sorry. 3873. So it was a $264 move. So even with $100, taking 10x as the leverage, if you would have taken this position, like you could have easily made somewhere around $6 to $8 of profit. I think, yeah, $6 to $8 minimum. And after fees and everything, something between that with this position. And when I pointed at this sell position, if you would have taken it so far also, people would have been sitting at profit. So I don't know if you guys are following the instructions, following the guidance. Trade cautiously. If you aren't sure of how to go about and all, do trades with small amounts. Don't risk too much and be cautious while you're trading, and whenever you're leveraging any position or anything as such, be careful on all those things. Still you have any doubts, you can always reach out and discuss. So the sell position, before I went on to a break, I pointed out at this region only. And also because I already told you guys, because price made a very big fair value gap here, this particular region will get tested all over again. So even if you missed out this complete entry, Now, if the price tests this zone and comes back again to this zone, you can still enter into a long position when it comes back to this region. So make a note of this region, point this out. I think between 3977, 3891 to 3977 is the fair value gap that got created. So price will come back to this zone. So no worries. If you miss this zone, whole entire zone, still you have one more opportunity when it reaches this rock bottom. Enter into a long trade when it comes here. From here, there was short entry. Now, still at the current stage, buying is strong and selling is weak. So from here, price might retrace back and move in the upward direction. So if buying is becoming strong at this zone, then we can plan an entry here also. But we'll have to wait for some time to be able to take that trade. Right now, it's in an indecisive zone. It's moving a little slow. So hold on till the pressure builds up. And we see some strong candle forming there. A strong green candle with a strong green body. That's when we take a trade. If you're not sure whether you should enter or not, I told you how you need to confirm it. One, you confirm it with DMI. So the current indicator which is there on the screen, which you see, you need to check if buying pressure is building up or selling pressure is building up, and then decide whether or not you want to take a trade. Because the dark blue line which you see on the DMI indicator shows how much selling pressure, buying pressure is, and the orange line which you see will show you how much selling pressure is. So watch that. If both of them or any of it is above 25, then depending on that, 25 and above means it is having good strength. So if it is above 25, then you can plan to take a trade in that zone. But in case if it's below 25, better to avoid such trades, because maybe in that scenario the price might be moving in the opposite direction. Price may go up from this direction, so be careful. You cannot take any further short entry here because there might be a small retracement that will happen and then price will take a reversal from here. Current scenario, basically the trend is looking strong, the buying pressure is also strong. So guys, we're heading towards the end of the session. Almost to 10 minutes left out. So tomorrow and day after being my off, I'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday. So uh, make sure you guys trade safely and also only invest that much which you think you can afford to lose. So please be careful while you trade and don't lose out on any money. Uh, Wherever I point out for a buy sell position, I do give my own justification. Why am I suggesting you to take a buy position or why I'm suggesting you to take a sell position? So listen to those reasons out there, and if that is something which you also feel that makes sense, then you can enter into a trade. Because I'm not giving any financial advice or investment advice. I want you guys also to educate yourself so that you can take a decision independently yourself. When I say you buy, sell, don't blindly go buy, sell. I want you guys also to use your mind and your logic and your understanding to make sure that yes, what we are talking here is making sense, and then you take a trade according to it. So like I was mentioning that buying in this zone is becoming strong. So still at this current situation, buying is becoming strong. So till the time you see that completely buying is in still full format, like as in uh, on the DMI also the buying pressure is continuing to build, that's when you can again enter into a buy position here instead of a sell. All right, guys, so last 3 minutes of the session and we're going to wind up. I want you guys to trade safely. We are heading to the end of the session. So at this current level, still it looks like the buying pressure is building up. So if the buying pressure at this current levels are what I told you guys, what you need to look at. DMI, you need to check the DI plus if it is becoming strong, and also check the volume indicator. And if buying pressure at this level builds up, then enter into a long buy position again, because this is where you can again enter into a long buy position. But if in case on the DMI you see that buying pressure, which is DI plus indicator, going down or becoming weak and selling is becoming strong, then there is a sell position for all you guys. So trade safely and make sure that you only invest that much which you think you can afford to lose. Avoid fake outs. Always look out for 2 to 3 confirmations before you enter into any trade. Don't enter into trade just like that, like without just because someone is saying don't enter into trade, or don't enter into trade without at least 2 to 3 confirmations from each different thing. Whether first of all your chart should confirm you, second one, at least minimum of 2 indicators should confirm you that position, then you enter into the trade. Otherwise you will miss out on something, then you might be trapping your money, or your stop losses might get hit. So be careful on that front. Also make sure when you're doing trades, whether you're trying to pick up small movements or big movements, always check small as well as bigger time frames. Never miss out on like if you're trying to make trades within 1 hour, or like you're doing day trading, only looking at smaller time frames will not help. You also have to look at your bigger time frames too. So with all these tips and tricks and everything that I told you guys, I hope you will take some successful trades and make me also proud, and make me also feel good that I was able to help you guys and guide you right and guide you enough. So keep loving me, and keep giving me the support and the help that you guys are doing by recharging, by depositing the funds when I am actually live. So all these things, please make sure you continue to do, and we'll catch up on Wednesday because tomorrow and day after is my off. So we will see on Wednesday, and we'll have some more exciting days coming ahead. So take care, guys. I will see you on Wednesday. This is Nida Freen signing up from Zbet. I will see you on Wednesday, guys.